Good afternoon. Welcome back to Alpha Ice Complex here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Game number 2 of 3 in the round robin. Fox comes in 1-0. Playing South Kent. First meeting between these two teams. In that, we have Chase Landerham starting on D, Costa Coops, and Parker Deraney. Starting at forward, Dylan Lightfield, Ryan Cloister, Ryder Adams. Ryan is wearing Mason's jersey today. Mason Martin, that is. Puck chipped in over Costa. This will be the stiffest test Fox has faced all year. Dylan chips ahead to Deraney. Deraney chips ahead to Ryder, misses him. Icing arm is up. Waved off. Ryan in behind the net. Plays the body. South Kent with the puck. They look to break out near side. Run into each other. Dylan pulls it out. Dylan over to Parker. Parker, top of the circle. Sends one through. Tip just wide by Ryan. South Kent on it. Thrown all the way down. That's going to be on Chase. Chase touches it over to Costa. Costa skips off his stick. South Kent pulls it away. Cycles back in to Parker. Parker off the boards. Caught up by 2. It's out from ball. Good to see Easton back. Easton clears this out. Bats it himself with center ice. Puck bounces free to Deraney. Skips in between Coops and Deraney. Now Coops near side for it. Coops off the boards for Hartz. Hartz takes a look. Throws in the middle. That's intercepted. South Kent breaks it right back in. Ricochets into the corner. Coops off the glass. Out of the zone. Hartz can't get this. South Kent throws this right back into Costa. Costa takes a look. Moves it over to Deraney to Easton. Easton to Hartz. Hartz rims it in deep. Way out to play it. Moves it to his D. Thornton and Fink out now. Shot by Penny, doesn't get through. Puck bounces up to Kale. Off his stick. Kale throws this in deep. Granville, Penny, and Antea out. Puck thrown into the bench. Offensive zone draw for Fox. Penny, Granville, and Taya, Langen, Hemming. Face off, won by South Kent. This side, poked away by Granville. South Kent, still with it, can't clear it. D to D now, far side. Through the middle connect. Tipped in on Chase, he gloves this. Ryan's line back out. Face off, 1-2 Ryder. Moves in the corner for Langen. Langen rims it around for Lenny. Too far for Lenny. Skates far corner for it. Tries to poke along to Dylan King. Puck tied up by Lenny. South Kent takes this. Ryan into the body. Gets around Ryan. Down the goal line. Wrap around top. Stepped down by Chase. Through the middle. Connects. Puck goes wide. In the corner. Ryan lifts the stick. Gets help from Dylan. In the corner, Dylan with a little bit of time, off the board, out of the zone for Ryder. Ryder in 1-on-2. He's got Ryan with him. Ryder splits the deep, up behind the net. Adams tries to center one, nobody home. Puck pops free through the middle, 2-on-2. Gets around Kale. Scores. Baseball won by South Kent. Gets by ball. Finks throws this down off Kai. Kai chips in. South Kent with it. Far corner. Takes a look. Picked off by Hartz and Molyneux. Puck with South Kent now through the middle. Icing arm is up and called. Easton's line with Fink and Burlington. Takes up one by South Kent. Behind the net. Fink step. Takes this away. Chipped around Hartz. Icing's waved off. Kale back to pick it up. Takes a look. Cycles. Nobody home. Puck rim down low. Back for Kale. Pokes it ahead for Kai. Kai to ball. Ball in. Around one. Easton. Backhands one in deep. Is tied up now. It's through by South Kent. Drag in. Parker takes that away. Parker has the stick lifted, throws it in deep. Goalie has to play it, doesn't get there. Puck runs all the way around for Granville. Puck pops up the coop, sends one. That's blocker line. Goalie gives chase. Puck pops up. Parker knocks this down with the skate. Sends it in on that. Goalie pops it out to his deep. Takes it near corner. Throws through the middle. Tips. Stays in. Icing arm is up. And call. Lions line out with Kale and Jack. Face off one by South Kent. Taken behind the net. Rims it around. Kale gets this. Throws it down to Dylan. Dylan with Ryder. Puck in the corner for Ryan. Ryan with the hit. South Kent D with it. Behind his net. Goes one deep. Backhander through the middle. Poked away by Fink. Thrown out of the zone by Ryan. Icing is going to be not called. Waved off. South Kent through the middle. Picked off by Adams. Ryder throws this in. Bounces puck. South Kent D with it. Through the middle. Tip. Fink steps. South Kent fans on this. Sent in. Neutral zone. Through the middle. Cut off by Kale. Kale reverses this for Fink. Fink hits Dill. Dylan tried to hit Mason. He's wearing Mason's jersey. He hit Ryan. Puck chipped in by South Kent. Through Kale's feet. Stands him up. Gets help from Langen. Langen behind the net. Over to Ryan. Ryan through the middle. Hits Ryder. Ryder's got Dylan with him. 2-on-1. Dylan shoots wide. Up the rims all the way out. Langen and Lenny stand him up. Easton picks it up at the red line. Easton cuts right up the middle. 1-on-1. Easton ball in. Around the D. Easton on his backhand. Forehand shot. Save. Puck thrown all the way out by South Kent. That's going to be icing. Picks his pocket. Puck is not out of the zone. Hartz keeps it in momentarily. Now it's out. South Kent with it. 2-on-2. Gets around Lenny. Shot. Chase save. Puck pops pretty high in the middle. Moves it to Hartz. Hartz has ball with him. Tries to slide one through. Can't. Gets it right back though. Kicks it in deep. South Kent with it behind the net. Settles it. Comes out far side. Off the boards. Connects. Through the middle. Connects. Near side. Lenny runs him off the puck. Puck in the corner now. Ball picks this up and rings it hard around. Too far for Kai. G with it. Through the middle, Chase covers. Taya, Day, Penny, Delaney, Coops. It's off 1-2, and Taya straight ahead. Jake skates out, goes it around the D, gets Chase. And Taya wins this. He's got Day in the middle, skates it around the net, takes a look, rolling puck, can't settle it, moves it up the board, Coops. Coops sends it to you, hits a stick, goes right over the net to Day. Day loses that in the corner. South Camp through the middle, hits a skate, not out of the zone yet. Now it is. Rimmed around. Chase sets this up side of the net for Delaney. Parker takes a look, comes out near side, through the middle. Just outside of Antea's reach. Icing. Ryan's line out now. Face off 1 to Coops. Fills it in the corner. Ryan off the board. Tie. Looking for Dylan. Doesn't get there. South can't win it near side. Through the middle. Gets around everybody. No icing. Chase plays this behind that. Backhands one along for Parker. In the corner. Delaney ran off that puck. Gets help from Ryan. Ryan with it. Over to Dylan. Dylan around one. Takes a look. Ryan skates into this. Ryan with it. Powers in. Backhand. Stayed. Loose. Loose. Dylan picks this up. Dylan has that taken away. Rimmed around. Delaney steps. Dylan switches with him. Parker moves this along. On the goal line now. Side of the net covered. Houston's line out with Pink and Torrington. Face off one by Stockton. Rimmed around. Pink steps. Hits the body. Tail picks this up. Moves it over to Kai. Kai takes a look through the middle. Hits ball. Ball in around the D. Hits the ref skates. Puck bounces through the middle. Taken by Kai. Kai on the goal line. Head fake behind the net now. Cycles it for ball. Ball tried to hit Granville in the middle. Taken away by Southkent. Fink holds the line momentarily. Puck comes out. Fink down to a knee. Pokes it back in. Southkent side near side now. Through the middle. Hits the skate. Goes in front of the Southkent bench. Flips in deep. Right on Chase. Moves it out of the zone. Southkent gets a change. Chips through the middle. In on Kale. Kale with a hit. Gets help from Langen. Centering pass. That's out of the zone. Kai takes it. With Granville ahead and Penny. Oh. Penny, Day, and Taya, Langen, Henry. Up 1-3 to Jack. Over to Lenny. Oh, Liam. Takes off one by Penny to Lenny to Langen. Langen carries this in. In deep. South can't wait it. D to D behind the net. Side near side. Break out around Lenny. In on Langen. He's got to step on Jack. Shot. Chase glove save. Big save there from Hanrahan. Keep this a one-goal game. Ryan flying back out. Langen and Henning stay. Face off one right to Southkent. D to D. Shot hits Dylan's stick. Chase moves him in the corner. Lenny cycles it along to Ryder. Ryder through the middle. He's got Dylan. Dylan bats it down. He's got Ryan. Slides one over to him. Ryan in the slot. Shoots. Save. Ryan does not miss many of those. Delaney and Coops over the boards now. Face off one to Coops. Around one. Coops down low. Dylan calling for it at the point. Coops obliges. Dylan down to Costa. Costa over to Parker. Parker pulls it out. Takes a shot. That's blocked out of the zone. Dylan picks this up. Backhands one behind the net for Parker. Parker dances around one. Hits Ryder on the wall. Ryder hits Ryan. Ryan in. Shot. Glove save. Fresh five for Fox. Balls line is Dorrington and Fink. Fox thrown out of the dot. Kai in to take a draw now. Kai wins this clean to Fink. Fink drops it for Easton. Easton shot. Gets through, but kicked into the corner. Puck turned over to Hartz. Hartz threw his legs to Easton. To Kai. Over the net. Near side. Hartz turns one down low. Southkent with it. Kai picks this off. Off the board hard. Southkent takes this. Pitched in far side. That's over the netting. Out of play. Granville and Taya, Penny, Thornton, Fink. They have one by Southkent. D to D. Taya turns him over. Puck pops through. Oh, just off Granville. Over Granville's stick. Southkent with it. Puck down low. Fink with it. Fink tied up. Gets help from Kale. Fink slides this behind the net. Up to the point now. Shot through. Hits Penny. Granville backhands this out of the zone. Oh, that puck hits Braxton. He's got Anteo with him. Rolling puck. Braxton shoots. Puck rolls through the crease. Southkent catches Fox D in a change. Splits the D. Lenny gets back, though. Puck pops free to Granville. Through the middle. Hits Anteo. He's got Langen trailing. Anteo, long shift. Pitches it in deep. Forwards change. Southkent picks this up. Skates it out of the zone. Shift in deep. Langen picks this up, rims it for Dill. Dill through the middle. Ryder. Oh, splits the D to Ryan. Lenny, that's going to be icing. Oh, goalie out to play it. Never mind. Puck takes a weird bounce through the middle. Southkent can't clear that. Ryan knocks it down. Ryan wins this. Backhands one to Langen. Langen's got Dylan backdoor. Dylan scores! Dylan from Langen and Toyster. 4:25 left in the first. Well, they gave it from Ryder, but he never touched the puck. It was from from Langen and Ryan, actually. But I heard him say the assist goes to Adams. So, puck along the boards, thrown out of the zone to Lenny. Or not Lenny, Poops rather. Duraney now with ball. Ball splits the D. Takes it in the corner, down the goal line. Easton around the net. Tries to turn the corner, go through some feet, can't. Puck's back in his feet, backhands it to Ty. Ty takes a look, tries to go in the middle to Easton. It's taken away by Southgate. Icing arm is up. That's probably going to be waved up. Nope. That was close. Would have gone either way on that one. Penny's line out now, and Taya and Granville with Coops and Duraney still. They stop one right to Costa. Costa down low, rims it around 4 and Taya. And Taya throws the brakes down, pops out, back right up to Coops. Coops walks the blue line, sends one through, tipped in! I think Granville's going to get that one. Jack Granville on the tip from a Costa Coops shot. Same 5 stay out. Duraney gets this draw, rims it in deep. Coops at the point, sends one through. Ooh, hits a glove from the Southgate player, pops right over the net. Down low and Taya. Back in through the middle, taken away. Behind the net, Penny gets chased. Pops this free. Penny along the boards, turns it over to Granville. He sends it just out of Antea's reach. Puck down low now with Southgate. Toe picks on the puck. Adams. He's got back door. Oh, just misses Antea. Antea up to Duraney. Duraney down low. Pops through the middle. Southgate turned over. Adams backhander. Fought off. Ryan on it. Backhands one up for Duraney. Walks the blue line. Over to Fink. Fink one-timer. Tip just wide. Behind the net, Dill. Southgate. Fink. Shot. Glove save. White's tossed out. Ryan's line with Kale and Fink. Face off one over to Kale. Moves on down, misses Dylan. Puck ice down. Same 5. Another offensive zone draw. White tossed out again. Face off one up to Fink. Fink down for Ryder. That's picked off. Southgate looks to clear. And they do. Kale forces them wide. Puck down low. Fink picks him up. Pass through the middle. Blocked by Dylan into the corner. Down low. Centers taken away by Fink and Dylan. Dylan with Fink and Ryder pitched in deep. Ryder gets chased. Southgate chips ahead out of his own icing. Ball ties this draw up, gets help from Hart. Along the board, Ty doesn't get there in time. Now Easton wins it to Ty. Ty in the corner, backhands one to Easton. Easton along the goal line, behind the net now. Up to the point from Lenny. Lenny, shot, hits a foot in front, still loose. Southgate comes away with it. Langen thought about stepping, bails out. Ball with a hit, puck up in the air. Southgate on it. Ricochets off the ref. Hart gloves it down, tries to get a deep hit to Finnegan. Southgate through the middle, gets around ball. Gets around Lenny. Takes it all the way in. Hits him in the middle. Hart's with it. Oh. Hart's is going to get a penalty here. Penny and Dylan with Lenny and Langen. Takes off one to Langen. Oh, bad bounce off the. Oh, that hit the net. I don't know why they didn't blow a whistle. Southgate runs this around. Down low. Rimmed around. Penny gets chased. Penny pokes us free. Free to Dill. Dylan shoots. Save. Two missed calls there by the ref. One hit the netting, and when Fox cleared it, it hit one of our players on the bench. Three refs and can't even make calls. .36 left. Minute 30 on Hart's penalty. Ryan ties this up to Adams. Adams to Costa. Costa over to Duraney. Duraney down the slot. Shot goes just wide. Southcamp's going to break this out. Through the middle. Right on Chase. Chase throws it behind his net for Coops. Coops rips it all the way down. Goalie plays this. Backhanded along. Parker pokes this away. Forces a regroup. Chipped in around Ryder, but that will do it for the first.
Hey, I'm Marty, by the way.
Cody, nice to meet you. Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm always watching you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Your commentary is awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
It is. It's very good.
Yeah.
Start of the second. Hart's still in the box for 55 seconds. Now Durrani and Coops with Antea and Penny. Face off, tied up in the dot, and Taya pokes it forward. And Taya brings it in, gets a shot that goes up into the netting off a skate. Should be an offensive zone draw. 46 seconds on Mason's penalty. Clean win to Durrani. Takes a shot off the leg pad. Pops right out. Now can't get that. It's a player on their bench. 37 seconds left now. And he wins this to Durrani. Off the boards, all the way down. He plays it behind the net. Pass connects. Parker turns him away. Penny with a hit. Puck three in the middle. South can't. Shot over the net. Clean look there. Up to the point now. 5 seconds left on the penalty to Hart. Shot, chase, save, big rebound. Hart's out of the box, even strength. Hart joins the play. And takes this. Oh, yep. Fox peels that off. Warrington and Fink with Cloister, Adams, and Lakefield. Ryan wins this forward for Dylan. Doesn't connect. Dale forces a pitch in deep. Chase rims this run and be cut off by Southcount. Through the middle, Fink grabs this, throws it wide for Ryan. Ryan on the forecheck with a stick lift. Frees this up, backhands it for Ryder. He's got Dylan in the middle. Ryder delays Dylan. Oh, what a save. Ryder with a second chance over the net. Ryder in the crease with the goalie. Goalie looks no worse for the wear. Not sure. The draw comes all the way out. Richie's not happy. Face off. It's in the dot. Comes free to Kale. Kale over to Fink. Oh, Dale's going to be off. Not off. Near side ref called it good. Far side ref called it offsides. Ryan wins this in the corner. Going off the glass, not out. Now it is. Chipped ahead. Dylan, Ryan, Dylan. Backhands one in the air. Top three to Parker. Parker down low for Ryan. Ryan cross ice to Coops. Coops back to Ryan. Ryan shot, scores! Mason Martin with the goal via Ryan Teuscher. Fox takes a 3-goal lead now. Ball's line out with Duraney and Coops. Chase out to play it. Rims this around for Kai. Kai off the boards for Ball. Ball throws the brakes on neutral zone. Moves it over to Coops. Coops, rolling puck in the corner. Turned over. Hartz with a stick lift. Delays that. South Camp breaks in the zone through the middle. Knocked down. Hartz turns him away. Over to Ball. Ball's got Kai with him. Ball delays. Cuts the middle. Drops for Hartz. Hartz tries to drag it. Turns it over. South Camp 3-on-3. Backhanded in. Hits the ref. Now it's in. Chase settles this on the side of the net. Leaves it for Langen. Langen throws the break, or Lenny rather, throws the brakes on. Comes out near side. Hits Kai. Kai with a lot of time. Goes far side the ball. Ball backhands in deep. Granville in on the forecheck now. Cycled behind the net. South Kent looks to break out. Through the middle. Hits a skate. Granville, red line to Day. Day turns it over. Puck thrown in deep. Gets by Langer. Side of the net, behind the net. Centering pass, doesn't connect. Jack Langman takes it away. He's got Liam with him. Liam through the neutral zone. Around one. Takes it in the corner. Throws the brakes on. Gets help from Penny. Puck pops free to South Kent. South Kent exits. Around Langen. Fink with the body. Langen. Oh, man. Good play by a South Kent player. Tied up with the both defensemen. One hand on his stick. Throws it out of the zone. Ryan's line out with Jack and Kale. Takes off to Kale. Down low now with Fink. Behind the net. Pops free. Ryder gives chase. Throwing around. Hits Dylan in front of the Fox line. Dylan skates this in. Through the contact. South Kent with it. D to D. Off the boards. Adams cuts this off. Bouncing puck out of his own. 3-on-2 the other way. Chip. Kale takes him wide. Behind the net. Kale and Fink take this away. Centering pass. Shot blocked by Ryan. Pokes up in the air. Fink knocks this down. Tries to go off the boards. Can't. Behind the net. Centered. Chase save. Dylan throws this out. Hits Ryder. That's going to slow it down enough. No icing. South Kent throws this through the middle. Puck in. Far corner now. Coops gives chase. Cycle behind him. Up to the point. D to D. Down low. Big rebound. Pops loose. Chase had it glove momentarily. It popped out. Chase fights this off into the corner. Ball. All right. Puck stripped out. Ty gets there before the goalie. Centers one. Ball scores! Goalie came out to play it. Ball, or Kai beat him down there. Puck along the back wall. Kai centers one to a crashing Easton ball. That's in the back of the net. Those five stay out. Goes out to South Camp. Got on Chase, blocks it in the corner, glove down. Centering pass, doesn't connect. South Camp D gets around Kai, but Easton blocks the shot. Excuse me. Easton retreats, now heads north-south. Pokes around one. Easton near side in 3-on-2. Kai goes down on the blue line, gets back up. Dangles through one, turns with it. Kai takes a look. Flips one over to Hartz. Hartz just backhands this in deep. Kai behind the net for it. Can't get there. Rimmed all the way around. Langen steps. Chipped around him. Lenny picks this up. Rips it around for Day. Day gets a stick on this. Comes to South Kent in the neutral zone. That hits Penny. Day, or not Day, Antaya rather, picks this up. Kicks around. Langen with it. Backhanded to Henning. Henning through the middle. Day gets a stick on this. Icing waved off, and Taya hard on the forecheck. Poked on him. Penny picks him up. In the corner. South Kent rather with it. South Kent looks to split the D. Kale pokes that away. Gets the stick on that. Puts it in the corner. Kale steals the body, and Liam tries to. Whoa, man! Fink blocks the shot in the middle. Blocks it right up over the net, though. Down low. Kale picks this off momentarily. Now with it. Through the middle, hits Antaya. Antaya throws it in deep. Fox gets a change. South Kent picks this up. Far corner. Through the middle. Kale gets a stick on this. Slows him down. Through the middle. Fink gets a stick on that. Puck still with South Kent. Hits the crossbar. Down low. Tip just wide. Dylan calling for it. Fink a little too hard. Tried to go off the glass. That is going to be an icing. Ryan's line out with Duraney and Coops. Face off, tied up in the dot. South Kent comes away with it. Shot is blocked by Parker. In the corner, Coops pokes that to Parker. Parker skates with it. Hits Ryder. Ryder off the boards for Ryan. Ryan's got Dylan backdoor. Oh, misses him. Big bounce comes to South Kent. Coops steps, takes this away at the red line. Can't get it in deep. Pokes along for Ryan. Dylan covering for Coaster, cuts that off. Dylan takes a look. That hits a skate, goes right to Ryan. Ryan gets a tip on it, sends it in deep, gets a chance. Adams on the forecheck. Ooh, gets deked around. Dylan picks him up, though. Off the boards, Coops stabs that out. South Kent in front of their bench. Coops gloves this down, ties it up. Poked ahead by Hartz. Now South Kent comes D-side with it. Dylan tries to run him off the puck camp. Down low, near side. Shot wide. Chase had it the whole way. On the boards, far side. Coops steals the body. Poked along for Parker. A little too far. Centered. I think that was Ryder. Got a stick. Shot goes wide. Big rebound. Up in the air. South Kent with it. Parker in the corner. Kind of hard to see with the glare off the glass here, but near side. Out of the zone. D to D. Rimmed all the way around. Chase. Oh, that's going to be, we're going to get an icing on that. Hart slides into the dot and the whistle. White thrown out again. Face off one up to Langen. Langen picks it up off the board. Tries to throw it down low, but it hits Kai. It pops out of the zone. Turned over at center ice. Puck down low. South Kent cycles it to the D. Shot. Chase just picks this out of the air, going wide. Penny and Taya Day come out now. Langen and Lenny stay. Penny wins this over to Henning. Takes it behind the net. Lenny skates it out. Tries to chip one ahead. It hit a South Kent player, so no icing. And Taya runs him off the puck. Penny picks it up behind the net. Tries to center one. Ooh, bounces off the skate. Goes right on net. Rimmed around by South Kent. Langen cuts it off. Langen down low. Langen hobbled. Oh, helmets are stuck together. Face off one by Ryan. Not cleared out. Now it is. Gets off a South Kent stick out of the zone. Through the middle, that hits the stick. Hoops picks this up. Flips it through the middle near side now. South Kent looks to break out through the middle. Can't. Ryan forces that back. Through the D, through the middle. Goes out of the zone by Adams. Dylan gets chased. South Kent throws this all the way down. That's going to be on Chase. Yep, he has to play it. Cycles it around for Parker. Ryder comes down for it. Backhands one for Coops. Behind the net, Coops on it. Throws the brakes on. Pulls it through to Parker. Parker to Adams. Adams, near side, hits Dylan. Dylan into the zone. Tries to get one to Ryan. Comes right back to him. Puck bounces through the neutral zone. Or through the neutral zone. Through the offensive zone. Ryder in the slot. Puck gets past him. Delaney pokes this away. Adams, ball turned over in the neutral zone. South Kent picks this up. Not in. Chase sticks this up into the netting for a whistle. Face off comes to Kai. Kai's got hearts with him and just tossed in far corner. South Kent breaks out. Hearts turns him back away. Kai without a stick. Hale knocks that down. Forces him wide. Pokes that away. Puck behind the net now with South Kent. Kai without a stick still. Shot wide. Chase puts it in the corner. Hearts backhands one out. Cut off by South Kent. Shot through. Chase scoops that up and gets a whistle. Penny's line out. Langen and Lenny. Face off one. Shot is blocked. Behind the net. Lenny gets Chase. He ran off that puck. South Kent with it. Hits Granville skate out of the zone. Hey, gets Chase. Puck rimmed around. Granville gets a stick on this. Not enough, though. Pokes through the middle to Lenny. Lenny backhands that in deep. South Kent picks this up. Granville on the forecheck. Turns him away. Goes eye off the glass. Through the middle. Lenny. Throws this in. Box touches up. Box gets a change. South Kent looks to break out. Through the middle. Goes wide. Gets around Coop. Coop sends him into the back wall, though. Ryder doesn't get enough of this to Dylan. Comes right back to Ryder, though. Hits Dylan. Dylan backhands to Ryan. Ryan shot. Gets blocked. Comes right back to Ryan, though, behind the net. Tries to cycle to Adams. Doesn't get there. And on Coops. Gets around Coops. Centers one. No harm there. Ryan on it. Through the middle. Hits Ryder. Ryder's got Dylan with him. Ryan calling for it first. Oh, Ryder just offsides. Hi, Easton, Liam, Coop, Coop's Delaney. Puck ripped in deep. Chase picks this up behind the net. Throws it around the boards for Day. Day skates this, can't get it out. Ball ties it up, Coop's in to help. Throws it up the ball. Ball backhands one to Kai. Kai in the neutral zone. Kai goes far side for ball. Good stick. By Southcamp. Ball in the corner. Southcamp with it. Looks for a pass. Nothing there. Goes to the middle. Backhanded in deep. Keeps the first one there. Rims it hard around for Day. Rim back in by Southcamp. Behind the net. There with it. Center. In the slot. Shot blocked by ball into the corner. Day doesn't win this. Loose through the middle. Comes up to the D. Shot through. That's blocked up into the netting by Kai. Penny tossed out. Granville in to take the draw. Takes off one by Southcamp. Pulled through. Shot. Chase shuts the door. New 5 out now for Fox after that. It's going to be Ryan's line with Jack and Kale. Takes off one to Kale. Takes it behind the net. Over to Adams. Adams tries to go through the middle. Knocked down by Southcamp. In deep. Kale gets his stick on this. Jace sets it up for him. Kale. Miscommunication there with Fink. Down low. Right to the point. Poked around by Dylan. Oh, Dylan thought about going coast to coast. Kale picks this up. Red line. Deep. Southcamp with it. Through the middle. Kale flubs that backhand, but it works. It got in. Southcamp, near side, D to D. Through the middle, icing. Takes off one by Southcamp. D to D behind the net. Through the middle. Deep, throws this in deep. Dylan with it. Backhands through the middle, right to Coop. Coop's shot is blocked. Parker gets there first. Costa throws it into the bench. Takes off, D to D to the ring. Through the middle, hits ball. Ball pokes it through the middle of Hart. Hart's into the zone. Goes wide. Tries to get one to Day and does. Day behind the net with it. Round one. Day's taken down. Chipped over him. Coop gloves this down at the blue line. Pops three to Hartz. Hartz walks in. Turned over, but Day picks it up. Day takes a shot, but blocked. Puck pops out to Parker. Parker, round one, pitches it in deep. Fox touches up. South Kent through the middle. Langen gets a stick on this. Slows that down. South Kent in front of the penalty box. Drags around Langen. Lenny comes over. Pokes it out of harm's way. Braxton's got JT. Oh, off his stick. Braxton doesn't get possession of this in the neutral zone. South Kent brings it in. Lenny turns him away. Centering pass doesn't connect. In the corner. South Kent up to the point. Shot. Wide. Big rebound. Centering pass. Ooh. Doesn't connect in front of the net. Penny skates into it. Turned over. South Kent goes down low with it. On the goal line. Centered. Comes up to the point. Granville out. Gets a stick on this. Goes wide. Penny moves it to the corner. There's a whistle. South Kent wins this. Backhander goes wide. Behind the net. Centered. Taken away. Durrani along the board. Skips this out of the zone. Adams gets chased. Tied up in front of the Fox bench. And that will do it for the second period. All right, welcome back. Start of the third period here. Fox ahead 4-1. Thank you, sir. All right, Chase and net, Kale and Fink, Braxton, Jack Granville, and Jacob Paya to start the third. Puck in on the South Kent goal. Through the middle, hits Penny. He turns it back down low to Taya. Couldn't find it, puck in the corner. Taya takes a hit. Penny with a stick lift, wins that free. Pokes away from him. South Kent breaks it out, 2-on-2. Shot, Chase blockers that up in the air. Bounces to Penny, gets a stick on this, out of the zone to Antaya. Antaya in the zone, back in through the middle, doesn't connect. Penny tries to get one through. Now he does, on net. South Kent with it, hits a stick. Tail step, throws it in deep. Fox to get a full change here. Down low. Puck rimmed around. Adams. Turned over, South Kent, shot, way wide. Bounces all the way around to Lenny. Lenny throws this out of the zone, hits a skate. Ryan overskates it in front of the Fox bench. Ryan comes back for it. Drops it to Langen. Langen over to Ryder. Ryder rims one around. Langen helps it along. Dylan picks this up, throws off the boards out of the zone. South Kent rips this in deep on Chase. Plays it over to Jack. Jack around the net. Takes a look. Fans on this. Now gets it to Dill. Dylan rips one through the middle. Hits Ryan's back in the zone. Ryan in the corner with it. Centers one. Just misses Ryder. Puck takes a long way around DaCosta. He sends this back in deep. South Kent with it now. They exit the zone. In deep. Chase grabs this. Rims it around. Ty seals the body. Puck out of the zone. D-to-D pass misses for South Kent. Hart's backhands this along. Ball picks it up. Ball takes the hit. Gets the puck in deep. Ty cuts this off behind the net. Centers one to ball. Bounces off his stick. Comes out of the zone. South Kent. Parker jumps it. Doesn't get it. In on Coop. That soft pass hits Coop. Comes right to South Kent. In on Chase. Save comes out to Coop. Coop throws this center ice. South Kent gloves it down. Sends it in deep. Chase cuts this off behind the net. Moves it to Parker. Parker throws the break time. Comes out far side. Harass goes on off the boards to the neutral zone. South Kent D-to-D here. Near side. In deep. In on Chase. Glove saves and plays it along with D-right. Parker takes a look. Nobody pressures him, so he just holds it behind the net. Comes out far side. Ties the ball. Ball kicks this in the zone. On net. Up rimmed around by South Kent. They'll look to exit now. And they do. Through the middle. Picked off by Fink. Fink rims this around. And Taya gets chased down low. South Kent to the point. Tail cuts this off. Sends it back down deep. South Kent off the boards. Cut off. Not sure what the whistle was there. Gay, Penny, and Taya, Torrington, Sam. Braxton loses his draw. And Taya drags it in forward though. Rims around, Kale keeps it. Over to Fink. Fink sends one through, save. Forwards change. He stays. Ryan's line out. Ryan wins this to Kale. Kale down for Dill. Dill went down for Ryan. Ryan still with it. Centers one behind the net now with Dylan. Dylan harassed, tries to move him up the Fink, doesn't get there. Bouncing puck comes to Jack, can't corral it. Takes it out of the zone, red line, deep. South Kent. Fink steps. Ryan with it. South Kent now with it in the corner. Up the board, Fink boots this down. Pops all the way out of the zone. No icing. He has the first one there. Cycles it for Fink. Fink gets help from Ryder. Puck rims behind the net for Kale. Doesn't get there. Through the middle, cut off by Ryder. Loose. Chase just covered. Balls line out with Langen and Henning. South Kent D2D. Shot wide up into the net. Chase block. Face off one. South Kent shot blocked, I think, by Hartz. Down low. Ball with it. Takes the hit. And Lenny picks this up. He's got Hartz on the boards. Hartz pulls it off the boards. Takes a look through the middle. Hits Kai. Kai around one. He's got ball with him. Kai on the goal line. Shot through the crease. Takes a big bounce out to the middle. Hartz moves it to ball. Ball down to Kai. Kai to Easton. Easton up the boards. Over to Coops. Coops near side. Sends one through. Right on the logo. Save. Day, Granville, Penny, Delaney, Coops. South Kentland's just going to the corner. Granville harass him. He rims it all the way around. Coops backhands it down low for Day. Day picks it up the boards. Pokes off his stick. Takes it Coops. Coops puts it all the way around again. Delaney steps. Penny switches. Delaney pulls this off the wall. Behind the net now on the goal line. Off the boards for Penny. Penny in his feet. Throws it back down low. Picks up. Chipped around Penny. He gets a body on him though. And Delaney throws this in deep. Puck down low with Granville. He ran off that puck. It's help from Day. Granville takes this away. Shot over the net. Coops thought about stepping. Bails out. Puck comes to him. Flips it. Far side. From the zone. Hits Penny. Penny backhands to Day. Day takes a look. Pulls it to the blue line. Walks down. Hits Adams. Adams. Low angle shot on net. Save. Ryan loses his shot. South Kent on it. Nice move around Ryder. Breaks through the middle. Poked away by Dylan. Through the middle. Joe gets a stick on this. Ryan on it. Ryan through the middle. Ryan in. Slides from the Jill. Save. Poked off the board. Same five. Face off. One to South Kent. Through the middle. Poke the head. Fink. Cuts this off. Chips it ahead to Dill. Dylan enters his own onside. Throws the brakes on. Backhands one in deep. Adams along for Ryan. Ryan to Dylan. Dylan around. Up top for Kale. Kale sends one to Ryder, tips it just wide. Ryder tries to go to Ryan, comes right back to him, backhands it to Dill. Dill into the middle for Ryan, tries to backhand one to Fink, poked away. South Kent in deep, Dylan and Kale on him. Kale sends him into the boards, rims it to Ryder. He's down behind the play after that hit. He's moving. He went in awkwardly, kind of hip back. Now I face off out of zone in front of the Fox bench. Easton's line with Langen and Henning. Good job. Tied up in the feet. In front of the Fox bench. Easton pulls it ahead. South Kent with it. Gain the red line. Throw it in. Chase loves that fastball down. Langen rims it for Kai. Bounces way up, right off his stick. Right to South Kent though. Shot. Chase saves it. Covered. That puck must have rolled on Kai right at the last second because it exploded off his stick. Same time. Takes off to the left of Chase. Puck down low. Hart's is the first one there. Kai calling for a chip. Gets to him. He's got ball with him. Takes the pass. Drags it through. Throws the brakes on. Now sends it deep for ball. Ball takes the hit. Slides it up to Langen. Langen tries to send one through. Gets cut off by Southland. They're going to have numbers the other way. Gets in behind the D. Lenny keeps him wide. Good recovery by Fox. Puck down low. Langen takes this bouncing puck. Takes it out of the zone. 1-on-2. Jack Langen. He dumps it in deep. Kai gives chase. On the net. Kai gives chase. Through the middle. Poked in deep. Delaney picks him up. Picks up the puck. Turned over. Granville battles along the boards with Coops. Coops goes down. Delaney comes in now. He loses this. Granville gets a stick on it though. Kai on him. 3-on-2. Granville, Kai, Penny. Over to Penny. Penny, shot, scores! Braxton Penny. Braxton from Kai. 8:24 left in the third period. Penny wins this draw. Granville pokes it over to Fink. Fink in deep. Penny gets chased. Penny up top. Kale just sends this in. Knox touches up. South Kent pokes it in deep. Chase tells Kale where to go. Kale doesn't get all of this. Rimmed all the way around now to Fink. Fink pulls it through. Gets help from Intea. Oh, Intea goes. We're going to get a delayed call here. Fox to the power play. Over to Fink. Fink shot. That will put Fox on the power play. Intea draws the trip. 7:46 into the third period. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Parker, Lenny. Face off, South Camp. Try to clear it. Parker down to a knee, keeps it in. Backhander hits the South Camp player. He takes it out of his zone. In alone. Dylan gets there. Chase makes the save. Dylan now with speed. Exits. Ryder on it. Holds it along the boards. Takes a look. Up to Lenny. Lenny to Parker. Back to Lenny. Lenny walks down. Far side. Hits Dill. Dylan down. Oh, Lenny had a look right in front. That puck is cleared out. Chase way out. Plays it to Parker. Parker up the boards. Ryan gets a stick on this. Sends it in deep. Puck cleared all the way out. Parker picks this up in the D zone. Minute 5 left on the power play. Ryan behind the net. Leaves it for Ryan. Ryan, far side, hits Dill. Dylan in around the contact. Takes a look. Still with it. All the way behind the net. Dylan skates it all the way out of the zone. Drops it for Fink. Fink skates into this. Enters the zone. Up to Ryder. Ryder to Kai. Kai off the boards over to Langen. Langen back to Kai. Kai sends one through. It hits a body. Oh, it hits Ryder. Ryder picks this up. Sends a shot save. .27 seconds left on the power play. Face off, won by South Kent, out of his zone. Hits Langen skate, thinks. Takes a hit, puck thrown in on Chase. Langen with it behind the net. Leaves it for Kai. Kai over the ball. Ball enters his zone with speed. Throws the brakes on. Goes cross ice to Kai. Kai up to Langen. Even strength now. Back door for Kai. Off the boards. Bad angle. Oh, man. Kent tries to throw this off the boards. Parker holds the line momentarily. Sends this in. Behind the net. South Kent with it. Reversed it right to Granville. Side of the net. Shot. Save. Covered in the crease. It's now tied up in the dot. Penny, Day, Granville, Delaney, Coop. Granville behind that. Tries the center one. Ripped around by South Kent. Right up the Coop. He sends this down. Granville pokes it down behind the net. Day gets chased. Ties up the body. Day comes away with it. Has his stick lifted and puck taken by South Kent. They exit the zone. South Kent with a good look there, offside. Face off to Dylan. Hits Fink. Fink sends this hard around. Goalie cuts it off though. Goalie plays it off the glass. Dylan ties this up. South Kent through the middle. It's going to come all the way down on Chase. Chase off the boards for Fink, too far. Down low, Tail pokes this away. South Kent shot wide. South Kent with it now. Up to the point. Cycles down low. Gets it around Ryan, but pops right to Antea. Antea tries to find Dylan up ahead, turned away. Puck on net. Chase plays this to Kale. Kale takes a look. Moves it to Fink. Fink to Dylan. Dylan's got Antea and Ryan. Puck hits his skate, pops to Ryan in the slot, poked away. South Kent on it. So push this away with help from Langen. Shot, glove down by Chase. Balls line out with Langen and Henry. Behind the net, Langen picks this up over to Kai. Kai through the middle, hits ball. Ball skates this in the zone. Goes wide. Shot. Misses by a couple feet. Comes all the way out to Langen at the point. Drops it down. Too far for Hartz. Goes behind the net. Chipped around Easton. Lenny steals the wall. Battles down low. Puck poked out to the middle. Kai down to a knee. Blocks it. Sends it off the boards. In deep. In the corner. South Kent clears. Hartz picks this off. Hartz walks in. Drops to Kai. Kai can't get a shot off. South Kent in on Langen. Jack pokes this away. And out of the zone. South Kent rims this in deep. Hits Langen. Jack through the middle. Picked off. South Kent in. Penny with the hit. Frees this up. South Kent comes off the wall with it. Coops puts it into the corner. Pops out to Penny. Penny takes a hit. Gets it to Hart. South Kent with it now. Enters with speed. Gets around Duraney and Coops. Shot wide. Big rebound out. Hits Coops' skate. Goes behind the board, or behind the boards, behind the net rather, to Duraney. Duraney counts up the stick, gets up from Costa. Costa misses JG, goes to the point. Shot hits Penny. Doesn't make it all the way through. Braxton ties this up. Gets it out of the zone. Bouncing puck. Red line. Granville deep. Goalie out to play it. Behind the net now. South Kent exits with speed. Day on the backside. Frees this up with help from Fink. Day in 1-on-4. Just throws this in deep. Granville picks up the forecheck. Rims around. Meeting at the ref. Fink and Granville. Behind the net. Near side now. South Kent. The board. Kicks ahead. Through the middle. Doesn't connect. Fink over for it. Picks this up. Bangs it off the boards out of the zone. South Kent will try near side now. Phil pokes this away. Down deep. Fink's the first one in. Fink throws this off the glass. He's going to have Adam. No, it's going to roll all the way down on him. Puck got on edge and just kept on going. Ryan, Jake, Ryder, Kale, Fink. Face off to Kale. Straight to behind the net. Chips it ahead for Adams. And Taya chips it ahead for Ryan. Up near the blue line. South Kent with it. Goes through the feet, though, right to Ryan. 3-on-1. Ryan, Ryder, and Taya. Ryan can't feather one through. South Kent with it. And Taya has this poked away. Come take a Fink, though. Fink down low. It's Ryan. Poked away from him. South Kent with it now in the neutral zone. Ryan with it. Poked off his stick. Over to Hartz. Through to Ryder. Oh, it's still loose, but an early whistle. Gay, Penny, Harts, Langham, Penny. Kent on this. Harts gets a stick on it. Puck in the corner. Rimmed up. Lenny steals the boards. Gets by him. Penny on the back check. Ties this up. Rips it in deep. 25 seconds. Goalie plays this along off the dasher. Langham and steps up. Keeps this in his own momentarily. In the feet of Penny. Batted along to Lenny. Lenny soft off the boards. Through the middle. South Kent with it. 10 seconds. Far side. Shot. Chase. Glove save. Fox will move to 2-0 here. Take on TI tonight, I believe 8:15. The last game of the tournament, or the showcase rather. So we'll know shortly after what the seating looks like. Puck is won forward by Penny, and that will do it. Fox victorious, 5-1. Toughest test of the season, and they were more than ready for it.